Here we got 4 terminals. The first one is a server and the other 3 are 3 users. So how to run our program? First thing is to start the server and the client. And as a user, we need to register, right? I'm going to register that. And as you can see here, we generate public keys and private key. The users will generate a local private key and public key and make them into a binary string and send it to the server. And the server will like store the public key of the user. You can see the name here, DYL, in their local files. And after that, we can do so many things, like we can post new tweets. And as you can see here, we convert the tweet into JSON type. And let's talk about the sign out and sign in again. We're going to sign out, and the server, the only thing the server needs to do is to delete the current socket of DYL. And we can start the client again and sign in again. You can see here, when we sign in again, we already got our private key and public key at the first time we register, right? So the server is going to send a challenge. This is a challenge. It's 256 byte challenge, and send it to the client, and the client will add the timestamp to the to the encoded message back to the server, and server will decode it with the user's public key, right? And we will get the total time and the result. And because the time is less than 1 second and the result is the same, so we pass the challenge. Challenge passed. Successful. And the server will check the offline mailbox like mention or subscription, but we only got 1 user here, so we are going to introduce another user. And you can see we register WZY, and the same thing we do with DYL. The server got the WZY's public key and the user store it locally. So I'm going to subscribe DYL, as you can see here. The server will tell the user DYL is followed by how many users. It will be a list. So let me send another tweet here by DYL, and it will be sent to the WZY, and we introduce another function called check mailbox. It was like a real life application, like it's like a button. We press that and we will see our mailbox. And you can see here, the authors subscribe have posted a new tweet, and they are in JSON type. So I'm going to test the mention part. Can mention DYL, and it's the same for DYL because we got the function. And as you can see here, we got WZY's tweet that mentioned DYL, right? And we can also like search. We use the ID, and the ID is interesting. It is using the author's username and the timestamp. We can search that, and we can get the result.